And I think probably before we get into specifics of self-therapy, I think we need to do a little bit of an overview on injury. In my experience and going through a lot of statistics and analysis, injuries come down oftentimes to these four major factors. So programming, is the programming sound, solid, systematic, progressive? Does it pass the logic and common sense test? Mechanics. If you have poor mechanics, there isn't a therapy program in the world that can keep up. And that's mechanics not only in your event, but in every menu item that you do. Lifestyle, what's your sleep hygiene like? Diet, nutrition, hydration, how do you manage life and stressors, mental skills, things of that nature. And then lastly, sports medicine inputs. What are you getting done by outside therapists and experts? I'm sorry to say sometimes there's some really bad sports medicine inputs that actually exacerbate injury or promote it. But on the self-care standpoint, whether it's mobilization, activation, dynamic flexibility, using rollers, things of that nature, I think you have to look at all the inputs, but the bigger thing is what else, where else. I think a lot of times we focus on the epicenter of the injury or the complaint, and we don't look at the causality of that epicenter. So if you take a piece of metal and bend it back and forth, the rupture occurs in the middle, but the forces that caused it are proximal and distal to it. So I think the what else, where else is probably a very salient thing to hang on to.